love this movie. I'm Tim Heidecker, and you're watching On Cinema at the Cinema. Quiet on set! It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host, Tim Heidecker. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of On Cinema at the Cinema with your host, me, Tim Heidecker. And I gotta say, the outpouring of love and appreciation upon my return last week was truly moving. I appreciate all those words of kindness that were sent out by you, the wonderful On Cinema family. It is so great to be back doing what I do best, hosting On Cinema at the Cinema.
I got a lot
with
of
my
good,
stand by.
I got a lot of good feedback too.
With my happy to have with me today is my guest on the show is Gregg Turkington.
Hey guys, and thanks for the feedback that I got from people who did really appreciate the first episode of the season. We got derailed a little bit, but in a good way. And I'm glad to be back here as the resident expert.
Great. I tell you what, it's been a busy couple of weeks getting readjusted into the LA lifestyle. Absolutely love being back here in North Hollywood here with my new roommate, Gregg Turkington here. And I appreciate him letting me bunk up with him. It's been fun. Been watching a lot of movies together and talking about this Decker show, which is happening. So proud of myself for pursuing this. Decker 2 has been a dream of mine. And I have to tell you, it's coming along okay. We're kind of in a bit of a stumbling block right now with the writer's block and everything, trying to figure out some of those plot points that are going to make it so fun to watch. Have not cracked some of those codes.
Well, that's what Kingston is on board for, to crack some of the codes.
I meant in the script, writing the script, figuring out what's going to happen next has been a bit challenging. But anyways, why don't we get into the movies today, and we'll talk about Decker some other time. First up, we have Hot Tub Time Machine 2, starring Rob Corddry, Craig Robinson, Chevy Chase from Animal House, and Gillian Jacobs. When Lou, who has become, I don't know what Lou is.
Character from Hot Tub Time Machine.
Right.
If you saw the original, that was the
like
main
Lou
character.
Diamond Phillips.
No, it was the main character from Hot Tub Time Machine.
Okay, I know that. I'm saying I didn't know if they should put that on here.
No, they assume,
I know by the
assume
character,
that you know your stuff. If
I
you're
know about
hosting
the
a show.
actors, not the character name as much.
Right.
When Lou, who has become the father of the internet, is shot by an unknown assailant, Jacob. I don't know, why is it called an unknown assailant? I see. Is shot by an unknown assailant. Jacob and Nick fire up the time machine again to save their friend. So this is a great sequel, and I'm happy they made this one. Everybody was kind of on edge, wondering what was going to happen at the end of Hot Tub Time Machine 1, and this one sort of solves some of those mysteries. And it's a very funny movie. I was laughing throughout the whole picture, and it's also a quality movie. So I give it 5 bags of popcorn and some tubs of soda.
And Hot Tub Time Machine, I really think was sort of the Airplane of our generation. Just a comedy that everybody loved, and that had some wisecracks that were a little different than the usual comedy that you see. And so just as Airplane 2 came out and sort of filled us in on what those guys were up to, so we have Hot Tub Time Machine 2. And it's really interesting just to see what happened with some of the characters and some of the situations that weren't really resolved in the first one.
Yeah, how many ratings?
I'm going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and a little container of chlorine, which you want to put in any hot tub because of germs that get in the water.
All right, and next movie, McFarland USA, by Nico Caro, starring Kevin Costner from
Dance with Wolves.
Yeah. Maria Bello and Morgan Saylor. A cross-country coach of a small California town transforms a team of athletes into championship contenders. When I saw this title, McFarland USA, I almost thought it was almost like Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy, the cartoon show, which is a sort of a X-rated, raunchy...
Ted, the movie Ted, which we reviewed favorably last year.
Raunchy kind of adult comedy, but it's cartoon with different, almost like, Family Guy. But this is different than that. This is more of it's an interesting story, and I liked it. I like Kevin Costner, of course, as always. This isn't your typical Kevin Costner movie because of some of the dramatic themes, but it is about sports and the team.
I would disagree with you. I think it is your typical Kevin Costner movie in that Field of Dreams is one of the all-time great Kevin Costner movies, and it's a sports movie. And he kind of got sidetracked along the way with Waterworld and some of these other movies. And
The Bodyguard.
The Bodyguard, and he kind of lost his way. And I think to have him come back to what he does best, your typical Kevin Costner sports feel-good movie, that's what the world's been waiting for. I give it 5 bags of popcorn and 5 baseballs.
I give you that. That's why you're that's why I have you on the show. Your expertise really comes in handy, especially during these kind of times. When I get it wrong, I'll admit when I'm wrong. That's something I've been working on. I've been checking out a website called values.com, and everybody's getting on that site. You can check it out, but it's a great place to get motivational, inspirational messages. One of them is know when you're wrong and admit when you're wrong. I goofed on this one. It's my fault. I take it all back. Kevin Costner deserves the Oscar for this movie. He should get the Best Actor award. I don't know if the movie deserves it, but it should be definitely awarded in the nomination time.
I don't know about an Oscar, definitely a Golden Globe or People's Choice.
I give it 6 bags of popcorn and my appreciation and my thanks. But speaking of Oscars, this coming Sunday is Oscar night, and we're so excited to be broadcasting the 3rd annual Oscar special. So check us out. That's going to be live starting a half hour before the Oscars start and proceeding through the rest of the night. And we'll be there covering the Oscars throughout the whole night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please.
It's kind of a companion to the Oscars, really. You can't watch one without the other.
No, you can't. All right, we are going to go to an On Cinema on location from Gregg Turkington.
Hollywood, California. Every street has a story, and these are but just a few on Cinema, on location.
Hey guys, Gregg Turkington here from On Cinema at the Cinema, and we're here at a very famous location, the infamous tunnel from Back to the Future. Now, if you've seen Back to the Future, you know. Hold on, update. This is the tunnel from Decker. Yes, guys, this is the tunnel where John Decker rides his motorcycle during the credit sequence of the web series Decker. On location with Decker.
That was cool. I didn't know that was coming. You should have told me that was coming.
Yeah.
That was cool.
No, it's kind of a surprise after the whole oh God thing. I know we had some disagreements about that, and I wanted to start this season of On Location off on a good foot.
You certainly did. I really, that's neat to get a perspective on that. I didn't, I'm sure people will enjoy that.
Yeah.
You are such a, I want to say one quick thing to you. You're such a fan of Decker, and you know the characters, you know the show.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love, since we're spending so much time together now, if I wanted to offer opportunity
Love
to
to
you.
come back as Kington.
Well, not quite that, but if you wanted to help me write some of these ideas, I know you'd have probably some good ideas in terms of what would happen next on the show.
So like screenplay stuff.
Yeah, just doing a lot of writing. Help me out of a bind there. And if that's something that you want to do, come back and play Kingsman, and
I'd love to come back and
we
that's
could find
funny.
a way, if you have an idea for how that would work in it, because I wasn't picturing that he would even be in the story, but if you have an idea where he's in there.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of ideas for Kingston's character. And it's funny that we should be reviewing the Kevin Costner movie, because that is kind of what made Kevin Costner who he was. He was the writer and the star and the director and all this sort of thing, So I'd love to come on board on Decker Season 2, and I would love to write some more for the character of Kington and also for John Decker and President Davidson.
All right. Well, if I can get your help on the script, I think we'd have a cool deal where you come back. And
I love that. As long as it doesn't interfere with my movie reviewing tasks.
So all right, cool. This is
these
cool. We're
outside
going to go
segments
and shoot in Hawaii and get this thing started.
All right.
And if you're got a
Never been
place
to Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, get ready, because we're going to be going there quite a bit. We have a lot of work to do getting this ready for air. We got an air date coming up in a few weeks, so we're going to be kind of popping back and forth so we can do this show too. But it's going to be a great experience now that Gregg Turkington is a big part of On Cinema. Is a big part of Decker Season 2. Right, that's the show. All right.
That's pretty
I
cool.
felt weird asking you on camera, but I figured you could be
it's
part of it.
kind of fun for the fans to see history kind of in the making, see how it all went down.
I'm just flat out of ideas. I don't know where to go with the damn thing.
I got a lot of ideas. Bond is kind of my thing, so sort
I'd
of
love to tap
plots
into that energy.
Yeah.
I think that'll be great.